Let's dive into the legal nitty-gritty of starting a business, choosing the right legal structure, and completing the necessary registration steps. Now, I know this topic can seem a bit intimidating, but trust me, understanding the ins and outs of business entities and registration requirements is absolutely crucial for setting yourself up for success. If you're ready, let's begin. So let's start with the basics. Legal structure. When it comes to starting a business, you have several options to choose from, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. The most common types of legal structures include sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, and limited liability corporation. First, sole proprietorship. This is the most straightforward option, where you and your business are essentially one and the same. This is relatively easy. You have complete control over your business and its profits. But you're also personally liable for any debts or legal issues that arise. If someone sues the business for any reason, you could be personally on the hook. Number two, partnership. If you're going into business with one or more partners, a partnership might be the way to go. There are two main types of partnerships: general partnerships, where all partners share equally in the profits and liabilities, and limited partnerships, where there's at least one general partner with unlimited liability and one or more limited partners who are only liable up to their investment. If someone sues a general partnership, all the partners are at risk of losing everything. If someone sues a limited partnership, the managing partner is at risk of losing everything, while the other partners are not. Number three, corporation. A corporation is a separate legal entity that's owned by shareholders. It offers limited liability protection, meaning that your personal assets are generally protected from business debts and liabilities. There are two main types of corporations: C Corps and S Corps, each with its own tax implications and ownership requirements. Number four, limited liability company, LLC. An LLC combines the limited liability protection of a corporation with the flexibility and tax benefit of a partnership. It's a popular choice for small businesses because it offers the best of both worlds: protection for your personal assets and pass-through taxation. Now, how do you choose the right legal structure for your business? Well, it depends on a variety of factors, including your business goals, the nature of your business, your risk tolerance. For example, if you're running a small, low-risk business and you want simplicity and flexibility, a sole proprietorship or LLC might be the way to go. On the other hand, if you're planning to raise capital from investors and you want to protect your personal assets, a corporation might be a better fit. There are several other factors to consider, and as you can imagine, there are several helpful resources that can help you with specific pros and cons of each option. Go to your favorite browser and search for how to choose a business structure. Once you've chosen your legal structure, it's time to tackle the registration process. This involves completing the necessary paperwork and filings to officially register your business with the appropriate authorities. The specific requirements vary depending on your location and the type of business you're starting. But here are some general steps to get you started. Choose a business name. Your business name is a crucial part of your brand identity, so choose wisely. Make sure it's unique, memorable, and relevant to your business. You also need to check if the name is available and register it with the appropriate authorities. You should try to do a thorough web search for your proposed name. Are there other companies that have a name that's similar to it? If so, you could run into problems. Are there websites that already use that name or a variation of that name? This could limit what website names you could use. As an example, here are a few different companies that go by Baker Group or The Baker Group. The websites I have seen include these that I'm showing on the screen. Register with the government. Depending on your legal structure and location, you may need to register your business with federal, state, and local government agencies. This typically involves filling out registration forms, paying registration fees, and obtaining any necessary permits or licenses. Obtain an employer identification number. An EIN is like a social security number for your business. It's used for tax purposes and may be required if you have employees or if you're operating as a corporation or partnership. Set up bank accounts. At this point, you will need to start writing some checks or using plastic to pay for your early expenses. As soon as you have an EIN, you will need to set up a bank account. It's important to keep the expenses for the business separate from your personal expenses. Also, start thinking about who will provide some of your accounting and tax needs. If the business is small enough, you might be able to take this on. But if accounting and tax is not your thing, then someone will have to do that for you. I would suggest that you contract with someone on a fractional basis and not hire a full-time employee for a while. You could work with a local CPA firm or an independent accountant or tax professional. Apply for business licenses and permits. Depending on the nature of your business and your location, you may need to obtain various licenses and permits to operate legally. This could include health permits, zoning permits, professional licenses, liquor license, and more. Make sure to research the requirements for your specific industry and location. Set up tax accounts. You will need to register for federal, state, and local taxes based on your business structure and location. This may include income tax, sales tax, payroll tax, and more. Be sure to consult with a tax professional to ensure compliance with all tax obligations. Protect your intellectual property. If your business relies on unique inventions, designs, or branding, you may want to consider registering for trademarks, copyrights, or patents to protect your intellectual property from infringement. Now, I know this might sound like a lot to take in, but remember, you don't have to navigate the legal maze all alone. There are plenty of resources available to help you understand the legal requirements for starting a business in your area. From government websites and small business associations to legal advisors and consultants. Also, some companies will help do a lot of this for a small fee. One that comes to mind is zenbusiness.com. They are not paying me to say this, and they are not sponsoring this video, but they do offer some of these kinds of services. Well, that wraps up our discussion on legal structure and registration. Remember, choosing the right legal structure and completing the necessary registration steps are essential for laying a solid foundation for your business. So take your time, do your research, and above all, make sure you're setting yourself up for success. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to be notified of new videos as they come out. In the next video, we will cover financing your business. So please join me. And until then, have a good day.